All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Teofimo Lopez says that Vasyl Lomachenko is not going 3 rounds with him. And there's a good chance that he is right. But he better be right. Because if he's wrong, he's going to get bashed. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. There has been some second half of this terrible year in not just in the boxing, but just in the world. Wow, 2020 has been a bad year. However, in boxing, the second half of the year, or at least from August, we'll say the second half of the year. The second half of the year is looking pretty good as far as big fights. We've got Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia. We got a great doubleheader pay-per-view with the Charlo brothers. Jermell Charlo fighting Jason Rosario for the Unify WBC, IBF, and WBA championship. You've got Jamal Charlo fighting the perennial contender Sergey Derevyanchenko on that same card. You also have the fight that Gervonta Davis fighting Leo Santa Cruz, which I hope is a slaughter, but it's a big name fight that is intriguing. Then also you have Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia. But one of the fights that, is terrific that Top Rank is doing. And I get on Top Rank a lot because I think it's top rank by and large. But every once in a while, they give us something really nice, okay? And this particular one is very, very nice. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez is a great fight. Both fighters are excellent fighters. Vasyl Lomachenko right now is my number 2 pound for pound fighter in the world. But he is my highest ranked pound for pound fighter in the world because Terrence Crawford was my number 1 pound for pound, but I had to put him in recess because he ain't fighting nobody. That's not the problem with Vasyl Lomachenko. If Vasyl Lomachenko fights and beats Teofimo Lopez, then that's a wrap, dude. He's my number 1 pound for pound, and it is what it is, right? He would have deserved it because he is a special fighter. I've never said about, I've always been funny on people overhyping Vasyl Lomachenko, right? And saying he's the greatest fighter ever. He's the best fighter since the young Ali, and he's just, da-da-da-da-da, right? That's what people are saying about him. But what I see in the ring is I see a super talented. People say so skilled. Nah, very, very skilled, but more talented. A lot of that stuff that he's doing is his gift, right? It's his athletic ability. It's his mind. He is a special talent. Like Gervonta Davis is a special talent. Like Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a special talent. Like Devin Haney appears to be a special talent. There are special talents in the world. And Vasyl Lomachenko, I do believe, is a special talent. Overhyped, but a special talent. Teofimo Lopez is somebody that, from all of my contacts that I've had, people that I've talked about Teofimo Lopez in the amateurs, was like, man, this is the best of the bunch. Like, he's better than Devin Haney. He's better than Gervonta. He's better than Shakur Stevenson, right? This guy, and these are people that I really do respect that we're talking about Teofimo Lopez like that. And for a second, I was doubting it when he went the distance with that 6-foot Japanese dude, not Yoshida, can't remember his name, but anyway, that guy. But when he stopped Richard Comey, like he stopped Richard Comey, he's like, oh no, this guy is for real, because Richard Comey's a dog. Richard Comey gave Robert Easter a horrific fight. Gave Ray Beltran, beat Ray Beltran easy, and those dudes are top lightweights. Those guys were top lightweights. So for Teofimo Lopez to do him like that, it's like, wow. But Teofimo Lopez is saying some stuff that is like really, really rough. Saying now, not just that he's going to beat him, but that he doesn't think Vasyl Lomachenko is going to go 3 rounds with him. Now, I know what most people are going to do off this. Okay, and they're going to say, no way is he going to knock out Vasyl Lomachenko in 3 rounds. Not going to happen. Reminds me of something. Reminds me of Roy Jones Jr. Tarver. Reminds me of Roy Jones Jr., Antonio Tarver. Because nobody thought because I was at the Roy Jones Jr. fight with John Ruiz. I was actually outside the press conference, outside the fight. And do you remember when he said, when Antonio Tarver was in the audience and he was like, you ducked me. And Roy was like, everybody in the room treated Tarver like he was a joke. But he went back down and wait, and Tarver had a good fight the first time. Roy Jones Jr. being the hardcore dude that he is, gave him a rematch, and he got knocked out in the second fight, right? So it can happen. Now, what's the comparison between Teofimo Lopez and Tarver? The fact that they have been Tarver prepared for Roy Jones Jr. for years. Roy Jones Jr. was no mystery to Antonio Tarver because Antonio Tarver's from Florida. Roy Jones Jr. is from Florida. They're in the amateurs together. Antonio Tarver knows how Roy Jones Jr. fights. Now, of course, there was the muscle loss and all that stuff that took place when he came down, but also there was the fact that Antonio Tarver was made for him, similar to the way that people would have thought Shane Mosley wasn't going to lose to Vernon Forrest, right? But it came out now, man, that Vernon Forrest knew Shane Mosley, knew how to beat Shane Mosley, and executed it. Teofimo Lopez has been watching Vasyl Lomachenko before his professional career started. He is always, according to his father and himself, he always knew that he would be fighting Vasyl Lomachenko. They planned out their career to so that it would peak at the point where they could get Teofimo Lopez, Vasyl Lomachenko. I wouldn't doubt that they signed with Top Rank to get Teofimo Lopez. To get Vasyl Lomachenko. So when you have a guy that is that prepared for you, that got a good boxing mind, right, and has been training to fight you for years, watched all your tapes, knows all your moves, probably watched all your amateur fights. Vasyl Lomachenko, as special a talent as he is, does have things about him that are consistent, right? He does have weaknesses. He does have things. He does have an approach that he takes to a fight. He does have strategies that he takes to a fight. He does have reactions to certain things that are consistent, right? Although he's a special fighter, he is not a perfect fighter. And if somebody has an excellent game plan to beat you and they execute that game plan and they are a terrific talent, they can get you, especially with somebody like Teofimo Lopez that has so much power in both of his hands and has tremendous confidence. Now, here's the caveat though. You better be right, Teofimo. You better be right. Because if you ain't right, you're going to get mopped. Okay? Your plans, what is it? The best laid plans. I'm not going to use that. But anyway, everybody got a plan until they get hit. Everybody got a plan until they can't hit the dude. And they're like, oh, this is a little different than it looked like. And he's making you pay for things that you didn't think that other people couldn't make you pay for, right? So, because Vasyl Lomachenko's probably on the other side of that as well. Watching Teofimo Lopez fight, like, yep, I can hit that, I can do that, I can do that. And out of Vasyl Lomachenko's camp came, I don't think it was I know it wasn't his father, but somebody out of his camp said that Vasyl Lomachenko has never been more excited for a fight than he is with Teofimo Lopez. Well, you can take that two ways. Is he really excited? Is he excited for it because he knows this dude is garbage and he wants to mop this dude because he's talking so much smack? Or is he really excited about it because he knows that it is a significant challenge that he thinks he can overcome? The fact that he can overcome, or there's a chance that he doesn't overcome it. But for sure, if you look at Teofimo Lopez and you look at the last opponent, every opponent for Vasyl Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez is the better guy. Teofimo Lopez is better than Linares. He's better than Pedraza. He's better than definitely better than Corrala, Sosa, Walters. He's not as good as Guillermo Rigondeaux, but Guillermo Rigondeaux is he's a munchkin. So you know, he's just a munchkin. But so Teofimo Lopez is going to be a serious challenge for this guy, man. And so he better be ready. But either way it goes, man, I try my absolute best to be fair and at the same time, you know, fair to specific circumstances, but at the same time, I don't want to lose the forest for the trees, right? The forest is top rank, and most of the trees in forest Top Rank's forest are fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fake. That's fake. That's fake. That's an in-house fight. That's an in-house fight. That's garbage. I know who's going to win that one, right? Oh, he's trying to build this guy up. We know what but this particular tree in that forest is legit because Teofimo Lopez is legit. Vasyl Lomachenko is legit. It's going to be a war. I'm 50-50 on it. But if it gets past 7 rounds, dude, give me, I don't even know, man. Teofimo Lopez might be able to get him late too. But anyway, I won't get into the strategy of it because I don't want to go too long on this video, but thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for supporting on the Patreon. Thank you for supporting in the live streams and in the channel members. As channel members, it really does mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm out. I'll check you on the next video. Peace.